that second straight overtime walk-off. How good does it feel just to be able to now put something together like that?
Yeah, it's good. Again, it reaffirms the things that we've been talking about. It reaffirms the things Josh has been talking to us about. And the exciting part is, like, after the game, of course, we're excited, of course. But it's like everyone's sitting there talking about, like, man, I could have done this or I could have done that. And that's what's going to push us to be better as an organization, for the long term, and push us to be better as a team in the short term.
Along those lines, there were some responses that you got stopped on a fourth down. There's some opportunities that didn't go your way.
Yep.
But you guys didn't hang your head and let that define the game, and you kind of bounced back and were able to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, and it's pro football. You want it to be perfect all the time. And, I mean, the 9 years I've been in the league, no matter who's on the roster, when you come to Seattle, it's a tough game, And, we, came here, we knew it was going to be tough. And they made plays, and then we made some plays at the end to bounce back and answer back. And, I mean, it was a great football game. It was tough. It was hard. It was a little cold, too. And it was good to see our guys be able to answer back even when it didn't go our way. And no one was hanging their head or it was over or anything like that. I think the confidence from last week, too, to know that, hey, we're never out of it. And so I think that was a good thing for us.
Foster had a play that didn't go his way earlier in the game, but you didn't show any hesitancy to go to him when it was on the line for the game-tying touchdown.
Yep.
Just talk about that and the confidence that, in spite of it didn't go his way earlier, that didn't affect how you were going to, attack him moving forward.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a ball I tried to, that's going to be a tough catch for him to make, but it's something that I trust him with, and, him and Darren and all the tight ends running up the seam, just trying to throw it where the linebacker can't see it, and they made a good play. And so I told him, we're not losing confidence in that. It's on me, too. I was trying to make it hard for you. I could have checked it down. I was trying to be aggressive and make a throw, And so when they doubled, they were playing quarters to Tay's side, and they ended up trying to double Tay, and they let Foster get behind them. And, I just tried to give him a ball to where he could just make a play on the ball, however it looked, and get his feet down. And, he came up huge for us, in that moment for sure.
Josh, 300 all-purpose yards, franchise record, set the franchise single game rushing record, 229 yards rushing as well.
Yep.
I mean, it seems like a silly question, but how important is what he brings to this offense to what the goals you want to accomplish?
Yeah, I think the best thing I can talk about him, and I've talked about with you guys over the last the year and a half or so, is that mentality. That mentality that he brings, and that mindset, the way he runs, and the way he, over and over and over again is finishing not just downhill but through people. And he's always finishing forward. 2nd and 8 in this league is way different than 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, and him bringing that mindset and that. How hard he's worked, all those things. I mean, I said at the beginning of the year, when we had added Devontae, I said the happiest person in the building besides me is going to be Josh Jacobs, and we're seeing the fruits of that now.
When you come up short, the field goal in overtime, not good. How much confidence do you have that the defense is going to get the ball back to you guys?
I had great confidence. We had been, again, you see the points and you see the yards and you see certain things, but there's always, again, it's pro football. It's the next play, and, what's their call, what's our call, what's our execution. And I think it was Max I was watching on the thing, but came free, and, they were putting pressure, on them, trying to make it tough, and we ended up getting the ball back. And, for me, the confidence level is high. It's just like, it hurts because you want that to be the game, over. But at the same time, it's like, if we get another chance at this, we still have to go win the game. And Josh was able to do that on that run.
At what point on Josh's handoff did you know he was going to the house?
As soon as he broke the tackle. I saw him get through. I knew what coverage they were playing. And so as soon as I see him get through, it's really him and the safety. And if he beats him, it's going to be a big play. And I think, going back and looking at the double team, looking at Yak up in the, a lead play like that, I'm sure Josh will want to give all those guys credit, but he made that last guy miss to be able to take it to the house. And I didn't run down there because I know how fast he is. But then at the end, I saw 27 trying to run down there. I was like, please don't get caught, because I got to run 80 yards, to come do the next play. So to see him finish like that, I know what he's been dealing with. I know how hard he works. It's really cool to see that.
They also said that he didn't have breakaway speed, I thought, there.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. But, his Madden rating on speed should go up after that. You know, to do it, you know, at the end of the game, to win it, to run that far. I mean, you see running backs get free a lot, and you know, some guys, you know, that's not their style or whatever. And to see Josh be able to finish like that was really cool.
On that touchdown throw to Amir, was there a option to throw it to him earlier in that?
Yeah.
Because it looked like he turned to look at you, and then you guys both sort of.
Yeah, that was almost. You know, soccer is a free-flowing game, right? And sometimes, you know, football. Hey, Shelby, love you, bro. Yeah, we'll see you. We were drafted together. But you know, when I looked at him, I thought Quandre would. I think it was Quandre on that play. I thought he would make the tackle and the timing. So I kind of just looked at Amir, and he looked at me, and then hit the gas because he was coming downhill. And that was all Amir, you know, being able to think what I was thinking. So it was not planned that way. I just didn't want him to get hit short of the sticks right there, and he made a great play.
Raider Nation, you know, travels 2 back-to-back road games. They were here in the stadium today. Do you have a message for the Raider Nation?
Yeah, I mean, everyone that showed up today, you know, that was loud. Yeah, it was unbelievable. You know, obviously the stadium's loud already, but when we were making plays, you know, it was pretty impressive to hear how many of our fans were here. And, you know, the support, you know, we had a whole bunch of Raider fans behind our bench after bad plays, like, you guys are good, we're going to win the game, all that kind of stuff. And anytime you're in a hostile place and you hear those things, it always means something. So, you know, we appreciated everybody that traveled. And my friend that sits in the front row, the Seahawks fan, he's yelled at me for 9 years now, but I had a good talk with him too, so it was good.
Last question for me. You guys didn't give up. You know, there were some dark times here earlier this year, but obviously you haven't, you know, lost that fight. What does that say about what Josh is trying to build and what's in that locker room?
I think it shows that we believe in him and we're trying to do everything right. Again, it's new schemes. It's a new philosophy to play the game, and there's different rules for certain things. I mean, I messed something up today where I was like he got mad, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I was like, I was right, you know? And then I had to think, I was like, oh, that's a couple systems ago, you know? So I'm still processing through some of that, you know, in certain things. But, you know, it's just growth, and we're all just trying to do things the right way. And